everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw, Watson. And his first pass is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Eifert, the man in motion. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 46. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. To the air yet again, Watson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's got room. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
Watson. He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And strong running there. Gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Watson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So here we go, first and 10 now. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Watson now on second down. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's a give to Fournette. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down, Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And out now. Here come the Bengals. Now it's the backup, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. To throw is Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the Ravens taking the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lynch eluding the pressure right. Hard throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Hunter Henry brings it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Now Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again is Newton. That's caught at the 3. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To the air again, Newton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Lynch to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. Third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, an update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play fake. Here's Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense. Get the ball back far.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. Now they run with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job one. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 68 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
No, check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Back line it up, Philly, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Six yards still to go here on second and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And now Lynch. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw, Newton.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Newton now on second down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Fournette on the counter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Lynch to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carl Lawson with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Ravens send their punter out now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, here's Newton. Caught left side, it's Beckham. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Odell Beckham, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, it's Fournette. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Third and long, it's Newton. Over the middle of the backfield. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Newton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Detroit. Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play of this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. It's caught. Beckham. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Now Mixon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. To the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Hunter Henry, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see it practice. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Let's go! Detroit!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The Ravens on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Hurry up, here we go.
He's back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Now it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Lynch to throw. And an alley to run. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Ohio, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. So 2nd and 10 here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. And his kick is good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Fournette, a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And the play clock's running down. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. First throw in overtime now for Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here we go now. Boom, land it. Boom, over. Detroit.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And down to the 36-yard line here. Yeah, he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Watch it now, Marty. Here we go. Boom, land it.
Defense showing blitz. Fournette running right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Now, remember, this one is not over. But with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.